Hi, I'm Jim Gordon for SmallCapPower, and we are live and welcoming you to the Sprott Symposium in downtown Vancouver. Andrew O'Donnell is a former broker and writer. You can check out his site called SuperChargedStocks.com. Andrew, of course, welcome. Let's talk first of all about the site.
Well, I'm pretty excited. It's been a lot of work, but and a bit of a transition. I had kind of a temporary site up that I've been building for a while, but I'm moving into this new platform, this entire platform, and hopefully it'll be this next week. It'll be up and running, and it's a chance to get this message, this kind of viewpoint that I have, out to as many people as I can.
Well, hey, let's talk about this viewpoint.
Okay.
I mean, you said a couple things that I really like to hear, which is, you know, they're not catchphrases, it's a philosophy more, but you say to investors, look in your backyard, your own backyard.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
That's my key message is I want people to remember that, especially here in Canada as a retail investor, that we have amazing resources. We're a resource country. I mean, that's what we're built on. And to take a bit more responsibility for their own portfolio, because there's so much in passive investments right now.
Right.
And sometimes they forget that we have amazing resources right here, and specifically here in northern BC, in the Golden Triangle, and up in the Yukon. And there are amazing companies right now that I really feel it's time. This summer there should be some great results coming from that region. And we're blessed that we live here in Canada.
One of the things you said earlier when I first met you, you talked about going to your website and how you kind of lay things out to the possible investor. You get them past the fear element, let's say, if it's a specific area of the world you're talking about or the business. And then, hey, if I get you this far, stick with me. We're going to go a little deeper now. Absolutely.
That's my kind of philosophy is I just want to drum up initially just interest, because often there's a guttural response from people when I say that my heart and soul is in mining, and they go, oh God.
Yeah.
So there's it's not really the initial reaction you want to have. So it's that kind of first step to say, listen, everything you use pretty much requires mining. So let's be realistic, and then gently re-educate them, and then remind them of why this is so good, not only for their own portfolio, but for Canada as a whole country. And then also kind of touch on some of the green tech that's happening, the fact that they've done a lot more to make mines much more friendly than they would have been, say, in the past.
How's the attitude been toward that, the evolution and moving into green?
Fairly positive, I think, mainly because of the battery power, the solar power, wind, whatnot, and there's a much more focus of shifting it to the green tech. And you see, whenever I say to someone, you know, mining's green tech, it's the future, they shake their head, they look at me like I'm crazy.
Oxymoron.
They're like, no, you're out of your mind. And I said, no, let me walk you through that. So it's a little bit of hand-holding, but not a lot. And then they get excited because it isn't now that, oh, I'm buying copper, they're imagining copper wiring in their house, which is there, or like old-timey, you know, things, kind of thing. They're realizing it's in everything. And then it starts to dawn on them like, oh, yeah, we need this. Regardless of trade wars, regardless of this, that, and other things, we need this.
Right.
And that's kind of the macro overlook I take, and then I start looking at where is safe. So we see a lot of times in the news now, there's lots of areas that have great mines, maybe not as friendly as they used to be. Not quite nationalizing, but lots of hiccups.
Right.
So somewhere like North America, particularly Canada, we're very mining friendly. We've got great regulations and we have great treaties.
Yeah, okay. Look in your own backyard. I think that's what we learned from this interview. Andrew O'Donnell is a writer, former broker, and his website you can check out now is called SuperChargedStock.com. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.